Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general message for the Sagittarius Collective. Keep in mind, this energy reading is timeless, so whenever you're guided to watch it, Sag, there's likely a message in here for you. This could pertain to something that's already happened, is happening right now, or is about to happen. So please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. And also remember that this is for any major Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Let's jump in, Sag, and let's see what kind of a message needs to come through for you. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Ooh. We get the hollow bone with the netcaster, and so this is a 28 card. Something is rounding completion. Tens are all about cycles closing out in order for a new beginning, and so I think maybe you've had some resistance when it comes to learning a lesson. This is about teachability, whether you've been feeling hollow on the inside or what. It's kind of feeling like some death energy, to be honest, but I also feel this energy of rising from the ashes, Sagittarius. And then we get this netcaster, which does speak about preparations and something coming to fruition. And so 42 breaking down to a 6. 6 is all about the journey to balance and harmony. And so I think things have been a little bit of a struggle. I think maybe you've been facing some emotional challenges. Maybe you've been having to face some doubts and some fears about something coming to fruition. But this is about being teachable. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Sag. What else does Sagittarius need to be aware of when it comes to these energies? Look at that. Ooh. Sky Bridge. 47 breaking down to an 11. Possibility for union here. So we could have a divine union on the table. I feel a lot of ascension energies. We get the gestation period. So I think it's been a long winter. And then we get the Garden of Venus. Very feminine Venusian energy. Rest and renewal. 25 breaking down to a 7. So you could be a mystic healer. There's something very mystical about some type of void. There's a void here. There's a void. There's a gestation period. I think you've been dreaming about maybe a renewal or a reunion or union of some sort. Something is bridging, mending a bridge, maybe after burning a bridge. I'm not sure. But I feel this past winter has been all about going within, finding some balance, birthing something new. And I think you're stepping into your own personal heaven on earth after a period of rest and renewal. Oh, look at what we got on the bottom of the deck. This is interesting. So this card kind of come out briefly in the Leo reading. So the disowned self. I feel this is about getting to some roots. I feel like a deeply seated pattern, deeply rooted pattern. This could be about, unearthing some childhood wounding, where at one point in time, maybe you were disowned by family or connection. But it's like after a period of going through the trenches, you're coming out on top is what I want to say. This is feeling like, like the Garden and the Gate card is kind of what it feels like. I think it's from the Energy Oracle deck that I got up there. I'm not going to grab it. But it's like this brand new, beautiful experience trying to come in, but you haven't walked through the doorway yet. So 25-7. There is definitely a cycle coming to a close with this being a 46, further breaking down to a 10. And so I do think it is the right time for something to move forward. They're showing me the Wheel of Fortune. And so I feel you're kind of rising like a phoenix from some ashes. So let's read that disowned self, the root girl. I find this interesting. Because there is a possibility for a reunion on the table. Oh, I'm not even in the right part of the book. Give me a second, Sag. Give me a moment, please. So, the root girl speaks about the disowned self and some hidden beauty. There is a need for self-acceptance and self-love here, is kind of what I'm feeling, Sagittarius. And so, it's this energy of sitting naked in front of the mirror, seeing things exactly at face value. And so, where have you ever felt at a point in your life unloved, unwanted, or shunned for being different? Maybe you were raised in a home where you didn't feel safe. But I feel some deep, deep roots coming to the surface when it comes to who you are. Who are you below the surface? Who are you when you integrate all of these lessons? Because this is about wholeness and your true spiritual purpose. So any disowned parts of yourself, they're still a part of you, right? And so where can you release any flawed perceptions of self? I feel this underlying guilt and shame when it comes to maybe a perceived failure or an ending. But I feel something's been repressed. And it's beckoning you to bring it to the surface. So it's kind of like an abandonment wound as a child. I feel like a Sag here whose inner child is screaming and crying for love, attention, and acceptance. You might find yourself lashing out here right shortly, Sag. I'm not sure, but something's been ignored. Something's been pushed down, stuffed down, pushed aside. And something is asking you to acknowledge this right now. I feel a Sag here who maybe isn't feeling too good about themselves, is feeling ugly, like they don't belong. But you got to get to the root cause of why. Because if you have some unmet needs, where are you not meeting your own needs? There's something inside of you asking to be realized, asking for compassion, asking for understanding. Get ready to unearth some deep-seated wounding when it comes to some core beliefs or some core conditioning. There's a lot of shadow aspects coming up that you might have inherited from your parents or, you know, your grandparents. There's definitely something here when it comes to getting into the heart. I feel get ready for something to be illuminated in order to light up your spiritual path for a renewed sense of purpose. So we came here to love, right, Sag? You came here to love. You came here to claim and accept yourself for everything that you are. And this is, I feel like, part of your humanitarian mission. I feel a Sag here that's going through some type of transformation. And I think the real magic will begin when you reconnect to your higher self. So I think there's been something standing in between you and what it is that you want. I feel like you're entering into like this abyss, the abyss. So the abyss or the void really is all of these unmet possibilities and desires. And so you might want to just take a step back. I feel like what it feels like, oh my God, what it feels like is this quantum leap. I think you're jumping timelines here, and I do think you're ready, even if you don't think you're ready. So I feel it's kind of time. There's something coming to preparation. So you can fight it or you can flow. Something is about to take flight, I feel, when it comes to a reunion of some sort. After, I feel, a gestation period, maybe the last 9 months, you found yourself in a deep, dark depression, or what I like to call the dark night of the soul, where we shed all of these versions of ourselves that no longer resonate so we can enter into our own personal Venus garden. This might, you know, be happening. I know we've got Venus entering into Taurus in a few more days, so you might be going through a reunion or a renewal within a divine connection coming up here with Venus and Taurus. And so, wow, 2 major arcanas when I cut the deck. So we got the Hermit. This is all about going within, right? And usually we go through a gestation period when we're in hermit mode. We're disconnected. And we're going within, trying to reconnect with Mother Earth, with Spirit, with our guides. And so look at the 2 birds, blue. So there's a lot of truth found within. So I feel a Sag here that's been going through a period of self-discovery, shining that light on all of their negative vices and reconnecting to spirit through the heart. You could be dealing with a Virgo. And that's your card, Sag. So balance, temperance. And we got, you know, masculine and feminine kind of looking like they're blending together. Maybe you're in a connection where you don't know where you begin and the other person ends. Maybe you've entrenched yourself in a connection where you don't even know who you are anymore. I'm not sure. But I feel this energy of karmic freedom. I think there's going to be some changes coming up here for sure, Sag. So let's see what else needs to come through with the tarot. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. Healing is about to begin. But it might require leaving something behind. And maybe it's just a perception of self. But let's see what needs to come through here. Sagittarius, messages for Sag, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. What do we got, Sag? What does my Sagittarius collective need to be made aware of? Interesting. So I just did Leo before this, and the heart chakra card, I think, was left on the table. And now we get the sacral chakra left on the table. Interesting. We'll read into the book after we're done talking about this spread. So we get Seek the Truth. We get the 7 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. Ooh. And the 3 of Wands. So is there fear about taking charge of a situation? There's somebody here is being asked to take action. And I think there's fear. Because there's been denial of some truth here, is what I'm feeling. Ooh, 5 of Cups. Change your focus. Dead central energy is the base chakra, so there's fear. I feel a Kundalini activation. Oh my God. And then we get Choose Your Battles Wisely. We get the 7 of Wands. We get the Death card. Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart. We get the Empress. Oh my God. And what do we got? Success and growth. So there is movement here. There is movement for sure. And we got somebody here feeling all alone. Definitely a core abandonment wound coming up to be addressed, right? So somebody's feeling stuck, bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt. And this 5 of Pentacles energy, feeling of lack, not having enough. This could be self-abandonment, but it's kind of time to spread your wings. It's kind of time to, you know, make a decision and take the lead. And so I do feel a revelation. You could have been dealing with somebody that was two-faced. You know, we got two heads up here, and we got this woman peeling back the veil of illusion. And so seeing things clearly. And then we get the 9 of Swords, which is our deepest, darkest fear. So somebody here I feel has been stressed, riddled with anxiety, likely having nightmares, not sleeping at night or waking in the middle of the night after having a nightmare. And there's some fear coming through, maybe about some truth being exposed. The 7 of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. And I feel maybe somebody here has some fear about maybe stepping into accountability. And there's like this underlying hidden truth of grief, regret, guilt, and shame. And there is a rebirth here. So whether this is your energy or somebody you're dealing with, I think fears around not having enough to offer an Empress. We've got an Empress here, and we've got somebody deathly afraid of taking the lead because maybe they betrayed this Empress or stole from her or lied to her. There's guilt, shame, and regret here, and fear. And I feel somebody is, you know, needing to defend themselves. I feel needing to watch their words, choose their battles wisely as they go through a rebirth. And so this could be you. You could have transformed your life after maybe feeling alone and abandoned. The Empress goes through a lot of pain before birthing that brand new cycle, right? And so rest and renewal. I think it's been like a spiral of energies, maybe for the last several years. But I do feel coming out of a period of shedding some old ways, some old beliefs. There's definitely something here that has completely died away and is being transformed. And I do feel like you're stepping into a lot of abundance, a lot of growth. I think I'm talking to a Sag here that has completely transformed her life and is stepping into all kinds of abundance. And I feel maybe somebody here has some regrets and some fears. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's see what this truth is all about. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords, because I do feel there was likely some type of betrayal in the past. Ooh, moving on. Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I think the truth here is maybe somebody regrets moving on from a situation. There's a lot of regret. With the Five and the Eight of Cups, we got the Three of Cups, we got the Three of Swords. So there could have been some third party going on here with the juggling with the Two of Pentacles. I do feel a realignment here. I do feel somebody here is, you know, really struggling. Maybe struggling to leave the past behind. I do feel like it hurts. Somebody here is hurting. I feel, and maybe there's some regrets when it comes to moving on. But this does hurt. I do feel, but this is going to bring forward some type of enlightenment. I feel there's a feminine on the rise and there's a masculine bottoming out. And there's a need to seek that balance. I do feel a new beginning here. I do, but there's some past baggage coming up for clearing, for sure. And the sacral chakra does indicate some type of emotional baggage. I just heard was emotional damage. So we could be talking about a connection that left you emotionally damaged and maybe feeling left out in the cold. I'm not sure, but there's this energy of somebody was playing games. I think time is of the essence, is what I want to say. Time is of the essence when it comes to somebody trusting that it's time to take the lead. So let's look at this Five of Cups, because there's some regret here. The Emperor, Aries energy. There's a masculine and some regret here over a union. Definitely possibility for union with the Lovers, Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with an Aries. We got a divine union here. We've got an Emperor. We've got an Empress. We've got a masculine being asked to take the lead and maybe to bring forward some nurturing towards this Empress. And they've been all up in their head. They've been trying to control a situation. We've got somebody that was sitting up in some pride and some ego, Leo. So this is divinely got to change. I think maybe somebody's been sitting in this energy of guilt, regret, remorse, shame. Maybe for the last 5 months or so. And there is fear. They've been struggling financially. And so we've got a masculine here, I feel, that's being haunted by the past. And something about opening up the Akashic scrolls when it comes to making an unexpected choice in love. And so I do feel there's sadness. Maybe in the past there was an unexpected choice in lovers, and maybe somebody went in the wrong direction, and now they're going through a period of rest and reconsidering maybe a renewal here. There's love to be had here. This is two people madly in love with one another, two people on the same page. And we got somebody here that's been allowing their ego to control them. We've got a masculine focused and determined. I feel we've got an Emperor here that is going through a period of grief, sadness, and isolation. And there's regret over releasing a divine counterpart. And a decision is being made. So let's take a look at the base chakra. Wow. Listen. I think we're talking to somebody here that might have received some poor counsel in the past. And now they're choosing to go within and to seek out that truth. This is surrounding a union. The Four of Wands is about a union. So there is a possibility for two people to come back together. And I think it's been challenging. I think it's been quite the ascension journey to get to this stage. And so joy and stability are around the corner. And we've got somebody going within, facing their fears and only listening to their own higher guidance right now. We got Pisces energy. We got Virgo energy. This is about a service mission. Virgo and Pisces are service axes. So this is about a service mission. This is about your purpose. And so you're going to have to really listen. I feel somebody in the past was afraid to follow their heart. And I feel like this burst of energy, this it's almost like this instant realization that it's time to release the ego. It's time to blossom. So let's look at this Seven of Wands, because it does say choose your battles wisely. Six of Cups. Two of Swords. There was that Two of Swords that I was seeing and coming together. So we do have an Eight of Cups here. Yeah, somebody walked away from a connection where I feel there's a lot of love, there's a lot of memories. This could be somebody all the way back from childhood. I kind of feel a father wound coming up here. We could have a masculine whose father's crossed over, that's been guiding him. We definitely have somebody that, you know, did not want to look at this, was refusing to look at this connection, maybe because they didn't want to feel the ending, because there's a lot of love here. There's something coming together. Absolutely. After I feel maybe somebody walked away from this, I feel the possibility for a reunion. Maybe you're the one refusing to see this. I'm not sure. But we got a lot of love here. And I think somebody was just guarded, afraid to love, refusing to see the divinity within this connection. What else do we got? Yeah, and there's truth. There's the clarity of belief. Refusing to see the mistake of walking away from something. And you want to know why? Because I don't think this person wanted to feel the pain of the ending, because there's some pain here. And so somebody is confronting their fears. They're confronting their shadows. They're confronting their pain. I feel somebody is coming out of, you know, an illusion. Could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel somebody is being encouraged to reach out. So let's see what this success and growth is going to lead to. 1 minute, Monkey Moo. Ooh, crown chakra. Crown chakra. We get the Seven of Cups. Daydreams and decisions. And we get the heart. So I feel a Kundalini activation between the base, the heart, the crown. Somebody is clearing some blockages here. There's been confusion. There's been a lot of pain. Somebody's been daydreaming about taking action here, I feel. And I kind of just feel like it's time to make a decision. Somebody's been going through some disillusionment here. And there has been a lack of faith and a lack of trust when it comes to making a decision and going towards manifesting a union of some sort. I think you're gonna be offered an opportunity to rebuild. To rebuild. Somebody's been given the go-ahead to take action. So let's see what this Empress has to say, because I think that ultimately the choice is going to be yours, Sag. Third eye. Blossom. Throat chakra. I think you kind of see this coming. I kind of feel like a Sag here that's just been like embracing this growth, this period of transformation. I feel this Empress has been waiting for communication. Somebody's really been blocked here. And so I think speaking up is going to be needed. But the main block I feel coming between you and this union is the sacral chakra. So let's read into that, into the book. Bottom of the deck, we've got movement, we've got action, we've got victory, we've got the Chariot, and we've got Cancer energy coming through. And this is about a connection that I feel is ordained for union. So let's read into the chakra card, or the sacral chakra card. And so this is all about I want. I think somebody wanted it all, wanted their cake, and wanted to eat it too. And so I do feel there's a lot of emotions coming up when it comes to desires, creativity, and sexuality. And so I feel something is being activated when it comes to attracting a new creative cycle. So there's joy, there's passion here, there's love trying to come in. But I feel somebody's spinning out of control because I don't think they used their energy appropriately in the past. And I do feel somebody's really been confused about taking action here. So if you've not spoken to this person in quite some time, I think get ready to receive some communication, because I do feel things are progressing. Things are moving forward after a period of grief and isolation. And my peanut is really upset, so I'm going to close it off there, Sag. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, Sagittarius. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.